I've been working on my calves all month for this, right? Listen, there's a lot more that goes into obviously being a mountain biker. So we're going to try and ask one of the gents if they can come and assist us right now, step off the bike and take us through a few mobility exercises. And I think that's something perfect for a lot of us that maybe are inspired by what we just heard now. Perfect for loosening up before a ride and maybe staying injury-free on the trails. And that's one thing I'm dying to find out about is how do we get to that sweet spot when it comes to cycling? How to prepare the body to get fired up, to get active and get primed up to take on these insane challenges, because insane is an understatement. So we got Ollie coming through to do exactly that, and this is how easy it is. You can do it in jeans, just like my man over here saying you. Doesn't matter how tight they are. You feeling good this morning, bro?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm not going to make you do anything crazy because I know you do enough of that on the bike.
Yeah.
Is this your bike we're looking at?
It's Cam's bike.
This is Cam's
but
bike.
we ride the same.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you like one or two questions before we got started, right? Because I see that we've got the single speed, looks like there's like a 112.
Yeah, it's 12 gears at the back with one in the front.
Okay, and then you got this is like a post dropper, right?
Drop a post to manage where your weight is so that you don't go too far forward when you're going downhill. And then you keep your weight balanced.
Got you. And then you got suspension in the front and in the middle?
Yeah, it's called front and rear suspension. Yeah.
And that's obviously just to cushion you on some of these crazy downhills,
so
right?
it's to keep control like a vehicle. So when you're going over rough terrain, you want the bike to be grounded.
Okay.
So it doesn't like, kick you off.
So you got to have like a strong core. You got to have balance for this, and you have to have stability. What are some of the things that you do before jumping on a bike to kind of get the body warmed up?
So we spend a lot of time at desks and driving and things. So over time, and I kind of hunch a bit. so I'd like to open my shoulders, but I had an accident in 2010 in April in Maritzburg. I compressed my T9.
Sure.
And I then, in that process, met a guy, Michael Watson, who's helped me a lot, and Lawrence van Lingen. And their mindset is to mobilize and to move.
Yeah.
So it's not, the explanation I'll give today is more for all of us, no matter what you do, whether it's a park run, whether you're serious about riding, it's to keep moving.
Okay.
Because over time, you want to do things, like we mentioned a little earlier, is consistency.
Yes.
If you do things, short, easy things to do, it's much easier to create a habit.
I love that, exactly
so
that,
if you do something, that's why we're in jeans and things, because you can literally get out the car at your park run and you want me to
moving?
go through it?
So if you can you show me one or two moves that you might do?
It's not really on a mat.
Okay.
But, so it's against a wall, but let's do a pretend wall.
We can use, I don't know if we can use the wall next to the TV. Okay.
So
cool,
if we pretend this is the wall, the idea is that you want to prepare your body so that it can start moving once you exercise it.
Yes.
So if you're in George at the Botanical Garden doing the park run 5-10 Ks, or if you go to the Kapsani to see, or you're going for a run on the promenade like Cam does with his cool mates, you want to just get your body in a it's ready to move.
Sure. So we've got the wall, what do we do?
So you got your wall. It could be your vehicle. It could be anything. Could go against you, but that's might be. So your hips are very important for the movement, because everything is based around the hips, and that pushes us forward. So when we're in a vehicle, you're closing your hips, and they get locked.
Yes.
So you go against the wall, and you lift, and you're literally moving your hips like this. And then open.
So can I try it on the wall right here? Because I'm going to steal this piece of wall here. If my hand's up against it, like you said,
just easy.
Nice and tall?
The key here is that, it's
up against
it's
like
easy. Just...
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this right now because I am facing my back to you, but essentially what I'm doing and what I'm feeling is that this is opening up my hips, activating my hip flexor, activating that psoas muscle as well, which I can feel right now, and really forcing me to stay in this position without... Obviously, the wall's here to stop me from hunching over, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so staying tall and proud, opening up the hips, and this is something that gets super tight on the bike. That makes sense.
So then there's a second one to open the back, just like this. So you want to keep your hips like straight with the wall.
Okay.
And it's the whole point is not to overcomplicate it.
Yes.
You can do this it's like a few minutes.
And you can do it anywhere. I love this.
So
you're at the office right now, you might feel a bit tight in the hips.
So you can open like that. So I start with that one, then I do my hips, And then
Can I feel that one quick, bro? Just want to get
Go wild.
a feel that. So you lean up against the wall.
Yeah.
I'm just getting my hand through.
Yeah.
Keep my hips facing the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
And then open up.
Yeah.
Okay, so midline stretch,
Yeah.
thoracic stretch, opening up the front of the core here as well. Bro, I see what you're doing here because
Yeah.
this is also allowing me to do this anywhere.
Well, that's the whole key. Is
Yeah.
that it doesn't have to be complicated to be good. Then there's a third one that's
Okay,
also
last
very
one, let's do
easy.
it.
Is to go out.
Swinging?
And
Okay.
Swinging through. But the shoulders need to be solid to the wall.
Solid. So don't move my shoulders away and then kind of
Yeah.
just. All right, I got you.
Against the wall.
So we're talking about hip flexors,
Yeah.
we're talking about those stabilizers, the glute med.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then,
I like
the
this.
bonus one is that
Bonus, yeah.
is to really open the hips after driving or being on the airplane. You just stretch like that.
Ooh, this is a nice one
Yeah.
again for the front hip flexors, giving
Yeah.
that psoas stretch.
Yeah.
Bro, these
And
are
then
great
both sides.
exercises for cyclists.
Easy, anybody.
But I think for anybody, yeah.
My mother, your mother, anybody. You just got to keep moving because we're all static all of the time.
Ooh,
in front of the
yes.
TV. You can watch Seven Alone, doing this.
Or you can just watch your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on Expresso. You can replicate some of these stretches and some of these movements. And I got to thank you enough,
Cam,
man, for
nice
coming
one.
through and sharing some of your insights, Ollie, in terms of how you are moving, how you've been increasing longevity in the sport as well,
Yeah.
which has been actually incredible. So, Cam, somewhere out there, I want to say thanks to him as well. And thanks to you, Ollie,
Yeah.
obviously, for being
Pleasure.
such incredible people. I think you can definitely be inspired by this one, Mzansi. The fact that this is something you can do and you can pick it up whenever you want. Right now is your opportunity. So get involved in it. Get some of these warm-ups going, and this might inspire you to get your cycling on. Let's go.